Well, hello there in YouTube land, and welcome back to the channel. And today, we came to the movies here at the Regal Cinema. But before we do that, I want to take the opportunity to talk about how Sookie rides in slow maneuvers. So you're going to see that even though it is a big, heavy bike, it is not that difficult to maneuver in slow and small spaces. Now, one of the things that has to do with why this bike is a little bit nimbler than it should is that it has that low RPM assist from Suzuki. So you don't have to even give it the throttle before the bike starts moving. So that's one of the things that makes this bike really easy to handle in slow maneuvers. Now, I'm not the greatest rider, especially in slow maneuvers, but as you can see, I don't struggle that much as I did with, obviously the Street Glide, being that big, heavy tourer. So is it easier to move this one around than the GSX-S1000? Well, obviously not, right? The 750 was a much nimbler bike, and this one being a little bit, I don't know, it's not really that much heavy, but it just feels a little bit more. But the big wide handlebars, I think they help when you're doing fast twisties, but I don't think they really make a lot of sense on this slow speed maneuvers. Now, Suzuki, what they do on these on their what do you call them, on their promo videos, so when this bike came out in 2022, they try to advertise it as a very nimble bike because of the specs, I guess. A lot of people, what they thought would be, you know what, that bike is going to be heavy, it's not going to move real quick in tight spots. So what they did is they put a guy inside a warehouse stealing the bike, right? And he can get away because the bike is so nimble. I don't know if stealing motorcycles is a good way to promote your products, but it worked. And then when they did the launch, they also picked a very narrow, twisty hill climb to do that. So obviously trying to make it the point that, you know what, it might be heavier than the competition, but it's just as nimble and you can move it around no problem. Now, one of the things that this bike does do, maybe better than the 750, if you start going a little bit quicker on these tight turns, it becomes even more nimble. So I don't know what it is about it. It's not the ergonomics, it's I don't know, the way it is built, I think. But as you can see, I mean, I have no issues moving this bike in slow maneuvers, and as I said, I'm not the greatest rider in slow maneuvers, or even at all, but I have no issues moving this bike from one side to the other. So let's see if I can do this U-turn thing in just a couple of spaces. I guess I won't be able to because I've never done it before, but let's see. In a couple of spaces, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I can do it in 3. At the most. Yeah. 2.5 maybe. I would have to slow down a lot in order for me to get it, but as you can see, well, I don't crash, so that's a good thing. I don't drop a bike, so very good Suzuki on that one. So now we're gonna go to the movies. I don't know which movie we're gonna watch yet, but stay tuned, and you'll find out tomorrow or the next day. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. Make sure that if you like the video to give it a thumbs up. If you also thank you so a ver, concentrate. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Make sure that if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, hit the bell button, and send it to all your friends. If you don't like the video, you know what to do. Send it to all your enemies. And I'll see you guys on the next one.